everyone. So make sure that you mute yourself if you're not speaking, but if you're watching, thank you so much for watching. Do you want to learn how to grow your business before the end of the year? If so, stay tuned because we're going to be sharing how you can grow your business this year. And so, if this is your first time watching, my name is Evie Diaz, and I am the expert on the simplest method of manifesting financial freedom, which we call the FAB money scripting method. And we have what we call here members of our Fabpreneurs community. And that is because they are beginning their journey to becoming financially free. And our Fabpreneurs, the name means feel, act, and be because we are feeling, acting, and being our financially free Fabpreneurs future self. And these women that are here are committed to scaling their business over the next 90 days and beyond. And that's why they're here. They've made a bold decision to attend our MoneyFest 2025. And if you're wondering what that is, I'll tell you in a little bit. But first, let me introduce you to these fabulous women that I have the honor of introducing you to. And if you're watching for the very first time, make sure that you take notes so that you can connect with them because this live event is a connection event. We want you to connect, and you connect by following up. If you are seeing us now, make sure that you get our names and connect with us on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you see us. Put your name and your information wherever you see this video. And also make sure to reach out to us via my website at evdiaz.com. When you go to my website, on the right-hand side, there's a button that says, leave me a voicemail message. And you could actually speak onto my website and leave me a voicemail message. So please feel free to do that because we want to connect. Now, it is my pleasure as the owner of Bizniversity, the founder of the Fabpreneurs movement, to introduce you to a Fabpreneur who is a VIP. And today, actually, all of these women are VIP. And that is Dr. Inge. Dr. Inge, please unmute yourself and share a little bit about what your solution, how you help people, and tell people a little bit about your business.
Well, I am all about frequencies to heal all kinds of problems or issues or illnesses using frequencies. I do it when I treat, for example, I should maybe tell that I am an acupuncture physician here in South Florida. And I do see people, my clients, my patients, they get acupuncture, they get frequency treatments with gongs and tuning forks. And I specialize in allergies, and I have created something called the allergy kit where you can eliminate your allergies at home for your whole family with the same kit. You only need one kit. And these are also energy or frequency treatments. The vials that these allergens come in vials filled with water, and they are imprinted homeopathically, and then you treat with a laser. So it's a very simple treatment, very effective. This year I haven't even had one return on my kits, which I think is pretty good. And yeah, I just love it. It's frequencies is where we are going.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about that because you and I had a meeting and you're going to be actually helping me with one of the sessions that you and I planned. So I'll come back to you. But let's go ahead and go to Carolyn, the money lady, who is also going to be joining us at MoneyFest. Carolyn, go ahead, please unmute yourself and tell us all about you.
Okay, great. I'm looking forward to MoneyFest. And why? Because I'm the money lady. And what I do is I teach women entrepreneurs and women heads of households how to grow their money. And the reason I call myself the money lady is for many years I was the plant lady. I took care of plants in wonderful places like Disney World and on cruise ships. But at the end of the day, my coworkers and I would joke about how we worked in these dream locations, but we really couldn't afford them. So I took a look at what I'm doing and I realized you can really apply the same principles we use for growing plants to growing your money. So I did that and I saw a big, big difference in my own life. So now I share it with others so that we can all become financially independent. And it's very simple. We just have to know the right tools.
I love it. And tell me something. So people may be wondering, the money lady, why is she attending MoneyFest 2025?
Well, I had heard about Evie before on some other networking events, and I noticed she always had this money scripting, this fab thing. I didn't really know what it was. And then I get some invite to MoneyFest, and I'm very curious, what is MoneyFest? What is MoneyFest? And then I realized it's all about money. It's not just about making money, it's about changing your mindset, it's about learning to use your business to create money. So all of those things fit together with what I'm doing.
I love that.
So I'm very, very excited to attend.
Well, I'm excited, Carolyn, because I went to watch you and listen to you speak. And because you registered, a lot of times, I tell people that if you want me to select you to speak, then stay close to our community, because by staying close to our community, then of course you're close to me and I'm going to promote and be with you and work with you and collaborate with you. And so I already listened to you. I already know that you're pretty good at what you do based on what you share. And I'm looking forward to learning more about you during MoneyFest. And I hope that those women, some of which I actually spoke with this week, who didn't get accepted, I told them, get a ticket to MoneyFest, because what better way for me to get to know you than to get a ticket to MoneyFest, because then I know you're near and I'm going to work with you. An example of that is Dr. Ingrid. I try to invite her to everything, try to connect with her. And that's why, even though it was last minute, I said to her, let's see how I can bring you on to one of my sessions, because she is an expert on frequency. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that after Shari introduces herself. But it is important that we stay connected. And that's why I like to call our group, we call it a connections group on Thursdays. Let's connect. This idea of networking, I hope she's not listening, but I did go to an event, and it was like a factory. It was like, I don't know what you call this type of networking that is really fast. It's like,
I've been to, it's like 5 minutes, 5 minutes,
yeah.
5 minutes.
And I was like, I felt like I was like I remember that I Love Lucy episode when the belt is going and her and Ethel are eating really fast because the belt is going fast. I swear to you, that's how I felt. I'm like, wait a minute, am I Lucy or am I Ethel here? I'm eating so fast. I didn't know what was going on, and then it was done. So that is what we don't want to do. I mean, we kind of did that today really fast because we're approaching MoneyFest. And so today we wanted to go live stream with people that just made the decision to join us. But we usually stay an hour. It's usually a small group of us, and everybody gets to talk calmly for the most part. And the idea is to keep coming and to look and remember what people are looking for, and to come back offering a solution, offering a referral, asking people more questions, and connecting. And I tell you this to preface my next person, who I am very, very excited that I recently met. And hopefully after she comes back from her event, because she's traveling, she'll be able to connect with us. But she's been inviting people to MoneyFest. She invited already a few women, which I'm hoping they come to MoneyFest, to our Financially Free Fabpreneurs Facebook group. And of course, do you not think, law of reciprocity, that I want to do the same back with her? Yes, and that's how reciprocity works. We give and we receive and we give, and that's what we want to practice. And with that, I want to introduce you to the angel of vitality.
Well, thank you. I'm so excited. The energy in the room is fire. And I met Evie on Facebook, and then her personality and her heart is so huge. And the number says 444, so that's a great frequency number. And I've met Carolyn before. And then Doctor, you're in Florida with me. So I call myself the angel of vitality because I feel spiritually guided to share what it takes to have vitality. And I do it through nutrition, fueled by food, plant-based, raw, vegan, what have you, teaching people how to eat more fruits and vegetables in a fun and simple way. So it's yummy, it's fun, it's inexpensive. And I wear a frequency patch. I think that's super duper important. It's non-invasive. And then fitness and fun. Like if I'm not having fun being healthy, then it's forceful and I will not develop a great habit. So I'm all about speaking into what I can create and then bringing that and bringing the person who would love services and to be nourished. I just love nourishing people. So food is a great way to do it. Get them excited, feel better, less inflammation, then get active, and then all the other pieces fall together, and then work with other women and share what everyone in this room has to offer to help them. I'm not an expert everywhere, just in my particular area. So thanks so much.
I love it. And this year for the first time, I have a yoga expert. I have Ariane Om or Traverso. She used to host, and I don't know if you know her. Do you know Ariane? I think
I
you.
looked her up after the last meeting.
Okay, and what did you find?
She's amazing. I personally have not met her yet.
And when you say she's amazing, what was so amazing that you found about her?
Well, most yogis, they travel, they invoke what they teach, right? Like everyone in this room, it's a personal experience bringing forth, right? She's lovely. She's got this flow, and then her years of experience.
Yes. So she used to have one of the largest yoga events in Florida
Right.
and in California called Yoga Fest. And she's doing Move Fest. And I interviewed her last week, and she's going to start us off when we start on day one. She is also going to be starting us up right after lunch with some breath work as well as some yoga movements for us to kind of stretch as we're having 2 full days. And so I'm excited because I met her through watching her online on Facebook too, that she had this huge yoga fest in South Florida, I think a year ago. And then I kept in touch with her on Facebook. And then she's now promoting her January event, which is Move Fest. And I said, oh my God, I got to contact her. And we contacted each other. And I said, I'd love for you to be part of the movement, helping us to move because movement is so important, like you just said, right? And so we're going to have her throughout our breaks, helping us to move and breathe so that we have a holistic day on MoneyFest. And so I want to tell you a little bit more about MoneyFest. You can get your ticket here today. Note that the tickets are going up tomorrow. So you can get your ticket today for $197 for the all access pass, which is the way you want to go. If you wait till midnight tonight, the tickets will be $249 because the tickets are going up to $249. So I want to make sure that you get in because I want to see somebody. Can you make sure you're muted because I hear some background noise? Make sure you're muted. Yeah. Dr. Inga, is that you? Are you muted? Then it might be me. Maybe I'm having back noise. Okay, so yeah, I want to make sure everybody gets the ticket because we have some very special ladies that are guest speakers, not just Ariane, who is a yoga and breath work expert, but we also have Mari Smith, the queen of Facebook. We also have Christina Rowe, who has the Women Helping Women Entrepreneurs group of almost 1 million women on Facebook. And we also have Heather Kramer, who is an expert on exactly what to say when it comes to sales. And you can Google the book, Exactly What to Say. And tomorrow I'm going to be interviewing her on on all my social media. So I want to make sure you tune in. And then I wanted just to let you know, I'm going to go back to Inga because Inga, let's tell them a little bit about what you and I we're going to do a session, which you're going to help me with, which, we kind of thought of just this week. And you want to unmute yourself and tell them a little bit about frequency.
Well, we were talking about beliefs. How people say, oh, I believe that it's hard to I have to work hard for money, or I'm not enough, or money doesn't come easy. But it really is, because if I asked you, Evie, do you believe that you have to work hard for money? So,
Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking me. Go ahead.
yeah, I did ask you, but you didn't answer. So do you think you have to work hard for money?
So I apologize for the delay. I was muted because I don't know if I'm the one causing the back, noise. So I didn't know that subconsciously I do have that belief. And I've been working on it all year long.
So I have another question for you. If you relax, where can you find that belief? Where does it sit?
Right here on my throat.
Okay, so then it's not a belief, it's a feeling. And feelings we can work with tapping, for example.
Yes, and don't tell anymore because we don't want to give away everything that we're doing.
Okay.
But how important is it? Because this session we're going to talk a lot about some of the work of Dr. Hawkins, which I've often spoken about. He was an MD, PhD who wrote Power versus Force, and he talked about our different feelings and how they calibrate. And he did several tests, and he tested several subjects, people. And that's what Inge is an expert at. And because she is one of our students in one of my courses, I asked her to please come and share a little bit. And I am telling you this because that's one of the things that we're going to do in 2026. So by staying close to us, attending MoneyFest, and coming on Thursdays, you're going to be invited to come speak at our group. Because what we want to do in 2026, remember I said when we were in the Google Meet that I'm starting to plan for 2026. So in 2026, what we want to do is have more women come in as guest speakers throughout these weekly events, at least once a month, to do a little training for us so that we are networking and learning something. We've tried it a few times with allowing some of the women to speak, and we want to bring it back. And then we're going to be bringing some master classes that are going to be elaborating on certain concepts that some of our guest speakers are going to have. So if you are an expert, and I'm not going to say a speaker, I'm going to say if you're an expert at something, this is your opportunity to come on board, because by speaking or sharing your expertise in more and more groups, you are increasing your visibility, thus increasing how many people know you. And when people know you, then they start liking you. And when people like you, they start trusting you. And when people trust you, they start buying from you. Yay! Right? So I'll ask you ladies to unmute and tell me what are your thoughts about that, or anything else you want to say before we finish up today. What are your thoughts about that, what we just shared?
Well, I think it's great. It all works together. The mindset, the frequency, and then the actual money. Yeah, all works together.
Because money's energy.
Mm-hmm.
And money has a frequency.
Right.
$1, $2, $100.
I'm glad we're going to talk about.
Sorry?
I said I'm glad we're going to talk about those subconscious the subconscious message is like, I have to work hard for my money, or money comes and money goes, or people who have money are snotty people, or whatever, you know?
Yes, we are. We're going to teach you, we're going to teach you a technique, my method, the FAB money scripting, how to practice it, because it is a method that utilizes neuroscience. And there's a concept in neuroscience called neuroplasticity, which my method helps you through the process of neuroplasticity to rewire your brain, thus allowing you to be able to reframe and rewrite that old money belief, that old limiting belief into an empowering money script. And so our terminology around here is money script. That's the terminology we use when we're referring to our money beliefs. So you'll hear me and you'll hear Inge because she knows all about it now. We're talking about money scripts. And go ahead, Shari, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, since I have been connecting with you, and I listened to a YouTube, and there's this old YouTube, and she said, name your money. So mine is Millie Money, and this is my friend. Millie is my friend, and Millie is missing me. So Millie is drawing towards me, and Millie comes through conversations, opportunities. And then I heard another one, drawing in my wealth divine. So if I can have a happy thought regarding money, right? Energy flow, it's always there. Then I have so many more means to work with it and share with others and build myself and build others and my clients. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And Millie is my plan, my money plan that Carolyn knew. And I moved her out of here because I had my meeting with my producer and we bought new drapes, as you can see, which after meeting with the producer, she said, well, they're kind of shiny, not so good for live streaming, but I bought them because this is going to be the stage for our Money Fest. And I'm calling it Money Fest because it's a festival. So a conference is too serious because I want us to have fun with money.
Yes.
And by the way, I want to remind you and those that are watching too, that Friday is Friday, October 31st, Halloween. And our women that are coming to the event, I want to invite you to come as your financially free fabpreneur future self. What that means is come in your best, where you feel your best, whatever that is. Okay. And we sometimes do this during our challenges. On the last day, I asked the women to come all dressed up. And it really is come dressed however you feel good, whatever that is. Because, I mean, how about, what do you ladies think about that? When you dressed on the outside and you feel good on the outside, does that help your inside?
Of course.
Right? And yet, like I told Inge and somebody else who's in one of my courses, Susan, that I thought one day I went out and I felt like $1,000,000 and I thought I was wearing like clothes that were like, woohoo. But then I looked at the pictures and I'm like, that clothes was not woohoo. It was that I thought that I felt good. So I thought the clothes was like, woohoo. But the clothes was just basic clothes. But I felt like $1,000,000, which to me was great because for a long time I thought I needed that outside clothes. Now, I'm not saying that if you feel good, wear it, because I just told you, wear it if it feels good. But what I'm saying is that you can choose to feel good with a comfortable, like workout attire, like probably Shari she's more into fitness, workout attire, maybe her body, looks good. And she feels like $1,000,000, right? And maybe somebody else feels like, oh, they got to wear those Louis Vuitton shoes with the red soles. And that's good for them, right? And so for Friday, though, I want us to have fun. So wear whatever makes you feel your best because we want to start on a high note. Friday is the official day one. And we're going to start Thursday with declaring our intentions, or goals. Around here, we call them goal intentions, but most of the time people call them goals. And we're going to be using Gemini and ChatGPT to help us to create our strategic marketing plan for the holiday season, which is the biggest season of the year for many, many businesses. And then to kind of launch us, like literally, like launch us into 2026. So we go flying into 2026. How many of you like that? Awesome. So, ladies, anything else before we leave? Because it's almost 5 o'clock.
Have a fabulous weekend.
Have a fabulous weekend. Remember tomorrow, Friday, to tune in. I'm going in at 5 o'clock with one of our special guest speakers talking about exactly what to say in sales conversations. I want you to meet her. So make sure that you tune in on Facebook, on LinkedIn, wherever you can find me. Okay, make sure you tune in. I want to say thank you to Shari, Carolyn, Dr. Inge, and all the women that joined us today inside the Google Meet. Thank you so much for being with us. We look forward to hearing from you. We look forward to seeing you register for MoneyFest. We look forward to cheering you on Thursday as you create that strategic marketing plan to manifest your biggest intentions before the year closes. And of course, we look forward to you manifesting your best financial year yet in 2026. Thank you very much, ladies, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye-bye for now. Bye.